Capricorn, as we move into the final days of September, something extraordinary is preparing to unfold in your life. The truth is, the story of this month for Capricorn is not just about routines, responsibilities, or the steady grind you're so familiar with. This September is holding something bigger, something divine, a sign that will make you stop, look around, and realize that the universe has been guiding you toward this very moment all along. And let me ask you something. If you've ever felt like life was testing your patience, delaying your dreams, or stretching your endurance, then stay with me until the end, because this message was meant for you. Also, if this resonates, don't just listen quietly. Leave a comment below and share your thoughts, because your engagement will amplify this energy and connect you with other Capricorns walking this same path. Before we dive deep, if you find this video informative, make sure to subscribe my channel and hit the like button so you never miss more astrology content that helps you decode the secrets of the stars. Now, let's begin. The truth is, the story of this month for Capricorn is not just about fleeting moments or surface-level shifts. It is about a profound sense of long-awaited balance finally settling into your life and the long-overdue rewards that you have been tirelessly working toward. For months, perhaps even years, you may have felt like you were moving forward, but with invisible weights tied to your ankles. Yet September carries with it a different vibration. This month is offering you something rare, something sacred, a chance to truly step into alignment with everything you've been striving for, everything you've been building, and everything that once felt so far away. It's as if the universe is finally turning the key in a locked door, and you can hear the creak of it slowly opening, letting the light spill in. That sound, that gentle opening, represents the opportunities that have always been yours but were hidden from view until now. When you pause and think back over the past year, you can probably recall countless moments where progress seemed delayed, where plans were postponed, and where the timing of life felt endlessly frustrating. How many times did you feel as though the world was asking you to sit in stillness, to wait in uncertainty, even when all you wanted was for the next chapter to begin? And how many times did that waiting feel unbearable, like you were trapped in a cycle of trying and trying, yet never quite breaking through? But here's the deeper truth, Capricorn. Those moments were not mistakes, and they certainly weren't punishments. They were sacred pauses. They were necessary delays. Every time you were asked to wait, the universe was rearranging the pieces, setting up the path in a way you couldn't see at the time. What may have felt like rejection was actually redirection. Every frustration was quietly shaping your patience, strengthening your resolve, and sharpening your wisdom. Every time you hit a wall or were told, "not yet," it was the universe's way of saying, "There is something better prepared for you, but you must be ready for it." You see, Capricorn, your journey has never been about instant gratification. Your sign is about mastery, persistence, and building something that lasts, not just for a moment, but for a lifetime. And while the waiting tested you, it also molded you into someone more resilient, more grounded, and more capable of receiving the very blessings you've prayed for. And now, as you move into the final days of September, something begins to shift in undeniable ways. That balance you've longed for starts to reveal itself, not in tiny fragments, but in meaningful, tangible changes. The rewards of your patience begin to show up in ways that may surprise you. Opportunities, breakthroughs, and blessings that seem to appear almost out of nowhere. But in reality, they were never random. They were the natural result of everything you've endured, everything you've learned, and everything you've become. The universe is finally ready to show you that none of your efforts have been wasted, and the seeds you planted long ago are beginning to bloom in front of your eyes. Capricorn, you are guided by Saturn, the great teacher of the Zodiac. Saturn isn't a planet that offers shortcuts, quick wins, or easy blessings. Instead, it tests, it refines, and it strengthens you through responsibility, discipline, and lessons that sometimes feel heavy but are always purposeful. This planet works slowly, almost painfully at times, because its goal is not temporary success, but lifelong transformation. And while that path often feels demanding, here is the blessing hidden within it. When Saturn finally decides that you have done the work, the rewards it delivers are not fragile or fleeting. They are stable, unshakable, and often life-changing. And right now, as September reaches its peak, that Saturnian blessing is beginning to unfold for you in real time. The planetary movements at the close of this month, especially the equinox on September 23rd, are stirring a new current of energy in your life. The equinox is no ordinary day. It is a cosmic balancing point when light and dark stand equal, when the past and future feel as though they are holding hands. Astrologers often call it a gateway of destiny, a portal that allows us to reset, realign, and step into a version of ourselves that feels more whole. For you, Capricorn, this equinox is almost like the universe pausing for a moment, turning toward you and saying, "You've carried the weight, you've walked the hard road, and now it's time to receive." And don't worry if this sounds a little mysterious right now. I'll be sharing a full, detailed explanation about the power of the equinox and how to use it in your favor in one of my upcoming videos, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And the receiving won't be confined to one narrow part of life. The blessings Saturn is allowing to flow through this portal can manifest in several powerful ways. For some Capricorns, it will appear in the career sector, an offer that validates your years of effort, a promotion that finally acknowledges your dedication, or recognition for the behind-the-scenes work that others often overlook. For others, the reward may come financially. Perhaps money you've been waiting for finally arrives, a long-term investment begins to pay off, or unexpected relief shows up just when you thought you couldn't hold out any longer. And for many, the shift will ripple through relationships. Old wounds may heal through conversations that bring long-awaited closure. Bonds may deepen through honesty and forgiveness, and for some, entirely new connections could appear, relationships that feel destined, arriving right when your heart is ready to open again. But perhaps the most profound reward isn't material or external at all. It's happening within you. You may begin to notice that your inner voice is clearer, your confidence stronger, and your vision for the future sharper than ever before. The doubts that once haunted you may begin to fall away, replaced with an unshakable knowing that you are on the right path. And this inner breakthrough is the most valuable of all, Capricorn, because once you truly see your own strength and worth, no setback, no delay, and no obstacle can hold power over you again. This is Saturn's ultimate gift, not just external success, but the inner mastery that ensures you can sustain and expand that success for years to come. Let me share something lighter for a moment. Capricorns are often called the old souls of the Zodiac, and there's a very real reason for that. From an early age, many of you probably felt that weight of responsibility sitting on your shoulders, like you weren't allowed the same carefree innocence that others around you enjoyed. While your friends might have been lost in play, you were already thinking about the future, already carrying yourself with a sense of wisdom and maturity that seemed far beyond your years. It's as though life whispered to you early on, you are meant to handle more. You are meant to be stronger. You are meant to lead. And in a strange, beautiful way, you accepted that role without even realizing it. There's even a playful joke in astrology that says Capricorns are born 40 years old and only get younger with time. It's funny, but also incredibly true when you think about it. You start life serious, focused, and grounded. But as you grow older, you begin to shed those layers of heaviness and step into a lighter, freer version of yourself. You don't age like everyone else. You evolve in reverse. While others might start their lives lighthearted and then grow burdened with responsibilities as time passes, you were given the responsibility first, and the joy, freedom, and youthful spirit are rewards that come later. This is exactly why, when your breakthrough arrives, you're not just ready for it. You are built for it. Your entire journey has been training for this moment. Where others might stumble under the pressure of sudden success or second-guess whether they deserve their blessings, you stand firmly rooted, prepared to handle what the universe is offering you. You know how to manage responsibility. You know how to carry weight, and now you will know how to carry abundance with the same grace. That is one of your greatest divine gifts, the ability to remain steady and strong even when life finally shifts in your favor. And here's the most beautiful part. You age backwards in spirit. The universe designed you this way on purpose. It gave you the strength, the patience, and the resilience at the start of your journey, so that once you reach the point of reward, you could actually enjoy it with lightness in your heart. Think about that. It's not that you were robbed of joy when you were younger. It's that the universe was saving the sweetest fruits for later, when you'd be wise enough to appreciate them. Now, as September draws to its close, you are stepping into that very season. The heaviness you've carried is finally beginning to lift, and in its place comes joy, freedom, and a kind of happiness that feels brand new yet deeply deserved. This is not just another month passing. It's the universe handing back the playfulness, the laughter, and the ease that you've earned by walking such a disciplined path. Picture it like this. You've been climbing a mountain for what feels like forever, step by careful step, while others around you may have tried shortcuts, looking for easier paths or quick victories. Some may have even doubted your slow and steady approach, wondering why you worked so hard when results weren't showing up quickly. But you, Capricorn, stayed committed. You didn't abandon the climb, even when your legs ached, even when the air grew thin, even when the silence of the journey made you feel like you were alone. You trusted that the summit was worth it, and that every step, no matter how small, was carrying you closer to something extraordinary. That is the essence of your journey. Steady discipline, quiet endurance, and the kind of resilience that only comes from believing in a bigger picture. And now, here you are, standing at a moment where the mountain finally reveals its peak. Imagine the clouds parting at last after years of fog, the horizon stretching wider than you've ever seen before. Suddenly, everything becomes clearer. The obstacles behind you, the patience you were forced to hold on to, the sacrifices you made, all of it has shaped you into the person standing at the summit today. The weight that once felt unbearable now feels lighter, because you finally understand why it had to be carried. You realize that the delays weren't punishments, but training, teaching you how to endure, how to stay focused, and how to trust divine timing. Every moment of exhaustion, every pause, every step that felt like it led nowhere has now revealed its purpose. As you stand at this symbolic peak, the breakthrough is not just about arriving. It's about what you can now see. From this higher vantage point, the path ahead no longer looks confusing or endless. Instead, you gain clarity, vision, and perspective. It's like standing above the world, looking down at all the twists and turns that once seemed so overwhelming, and realizing they were all leading you exactly here. The divine sign waiting for you is more than just success or recognition. It's the clarity of vision, the undeniable understanding of why everything unfolded the way it did. You begin to see your story differently, understanding that nothing was wasted. Not a single tear, not a single setback, not a single delay. It all carried meaning. And what makes this moment so powerful is that the vision you now hold is not just for where you've been, but for where you're going. This is the gift of the divine sign September holds for you. It whispers to you that now is your time to rise, not just because you've reached a peak, but because from here you can finally chart the next part of your destiny with confidence and wisdom. The summit was never just about standing on top. It was about earning the sight to see what others could not. Now you stand in that rare position, Capricorn, where your past makes sense, your present feels lighter, and your future looks brighter than ever before. But what do you do with this moment? How do you truly align with this energy so that the breakthrough that's arriving doesn't just pass by as a fleeting glimpse, but instead blossoms into a reality you can step into fully and confidently? The first and most important step is to stay grounded. Capricorn, you already know better than anyone that success without stability is temporary. Saturn, your ruling planet, has always trained you to build strong foundations, to take the slow and steady path instead of rushing ahead. And now, as big opportunities begin to approach, the temptation may be to leap too fast or spread yourself too thin. Don't let sudden changes overwhelm you. Instead, anchor yourself. Take each step with intention, breathing through the shifts and trusting that the pace you choose will protect your progress. Remember, it's not about how quickly you move, but how steadily you continue. Second, you must say yes when doors open. This is not the time to second-guess yourself, to talk yourself out of opportunities because they feel unfamiliar or uncomfortable. Growth often arrives dressed as discomfort, and blessings sometimes appear in ways that don't match the picture you had in your mind. When new doors swing open in front of you, Capricorn, resist the urge to retreat into fear. Instead, step forward with courage, even if your legs are trembling. This is the moment to stretch beyond your comfort zone. After all, you didn't climb all the way to the top of the mountain just to stand still. You climbed to see new horizons, and those horizons are asking you to step into them with boldness. Third, let go of the past. This is not a suggestion, Capricorn. It is a requirement. Breakthroughs demand space. If your hands are full of yesterday's pain, regrets, or grudges, how can you hold tomorrow's blessings? Imagine trying to climb with a heavy backpack filled with stones you no longer need. It slows you, it drains you, and it keeps you from feeling the lightness of freedom. Now is the time to set that bag down. Release the grudges that no longer serve you. Forgive where you need to forgive, and most importantly, release the limiting beliefs that whisper you're not enough. Those lies have weighed you down long enough. By letting them go, you're not losing anything. You're making room for the love, abundance, and joy that are already waiting to take their place. And finally, affirm your power every single day. Words are not just sounds, they are vibrations, frequencies that ripple outward and reshape your reality. When you declare, "I am ready for my breakthrough. I deserve success, love, and abundance," you are not just speaking to yourself, you are speaking to the universe. You're aligning your energy with the opportunities already seeking you out. You're reminding your spirit of its worth, your heart of its strength, and your mind of its clarity. And each time you repeat those words, you build momentum. You call your blessings closer. You anchor yourself in the truth that you are worthy of everything arriving now. Because the divine sign that September brings you is not just a pretty symbol to admire, it is a calling. A message written in the stars, whispered through the cosmos, and placed directly into your path. And to answer that call, you must meet it not with hesitation, but with open hands ready to receive, with an open heart ready to feel, and with unwavering confidence that everything showing up for you is not random. It is earned, it is divine, and it is meant for you. This is your breakthrough season, Capricorn, and the only thing left to do is rise to meet it. Capricorn, the universe has been shaping you for this very moment, molding you through every trial, every delay, and every lesson you didn't always understand in the moment. By the time September closes its final chapter, you may find yourself standing in a position you couldn't have even imagined at the very beginning of this month, or even this year. It's as though all the threads of your hard work, your sacrifices, and your discipline are finally weaving themselves into a tapestry that reveals the bigger picture. And in that picture, you are not just surviving, you are rising. You are stepping into a reality that feels brand new, yet deeply familiar, because it's the one you've been quietly building toward all along. Whether this new reality comes in the form of career success, financial stability, emotional healing, or a powerful wave of personal clarity, the truth remains the same. You are being elevated. The doors that felt locked for so long are beginning to open, and what's more, you're realizing that you no longer need to force them open with sheer willpower. They're opening naturally, as if the universe itself has been waiting for the exact moment to align them with your path. This is the reward of patience, Capricorn, when what is meant for you finds its way to you without you having to chase it endlessly. Your journey is proof of something profound and undeniable, that patience, discipline, and resilience are not just qualities, they are currencies. They buy you entry into spaces where others give up too soon, and they keep you steady when storms would have washed others away. Every challenge you've faced has been building not just your strength, but your character, teaching you that shortcuts never last, but steady progress always does. It's the way Saturn, your ruling planet, works. Slow, deliberate, sometimes frustrating, but always reliable. You've been forged like steel in the fire, and now you are unbreakable. As Jim Rohn once said, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And Capricorn, you've built that bridge plank by plank, often with no applause, no recognition, and sometimes no clear assurance that the other side even existed. Each plank represented a sacrifice you made, a temptation you resisted, a night you stayed focused while others gave in to distraction. Each plank was hammered into place with persistence, even when you were tired, even when it felt unfair, even when life tested you to the point of wanting to give up. But you didn't, and because of that, the bridge is now complete. You stand at its edge, not just looking at the dream on the other side, but ready to cross into it fully. And as you take those first steps across, something powerful dawns on you. The divine sign you've been waiting for, the confirmation, the miracle, the breakthrough. It isn't just something outside of you. It isn't simply the job offer, the love, the money, or the recognition. Those things are beautiful, yes, but they are mirrors. They are the universe reflecting back to you the truth that has always lived inside you. Your strength, your worth, your resilience, and your destiny. The external opportunities showing up now are not random gifts. They are echoes of your own inner power, made manifest in the world around you. That's the real gift of September, Capricorn. The divine sign is not just in the sky, not just in the shifting of planets or the symbolism of the equinox. It's in the reflection of who you've become. The breakthroughs you see are the universe's way of holding up a mirror and saying, "This is you. This is what your effort has created. This is what your soul has called in." And when you finally see yourself in that reflection, without doubt, without hesitation, without shrinking, you'll understand why every struggle was worth it. You'll see that nothing was wasted, that every delay had purpose, and that every single step has led you right here to this exact moment of crossing into the life that was always meant to be yours. And as you step forward into this new chapter, never forget, your strength, your patience, and your determination are your greatest gifts. The universe has watched, the universe has tested, and now the universe is rewarding. Walk boldly through the door, because this is your moment. This divine sign at the end of September is not a coincidence, it's a confirmation. It's the universe whispering that you are exactly where you need to be, and that everything ahead of you is brighter than what you've left behind. If this message touched your heart, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and share what breakthroughs you're hoping to see before September ends, because speaking your truth is the first step in claiming it.